What's up everyone? Welcome back to a new video. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a good week, an okay week. Feel free to let me know in the comments how your week has been going. I had a very interesting session this week with a client of mine on intrusive thoughts, and I realized I only have ever made one video about this topic when it is something that I know most of my clients struggle with. So I decided today to hone in on this topic and share a little snippet of something that I also talk about in my recovery course, and kind of share this insight with you. So basically the session was going about, and this is actually specifically for people who struggle with intrusive thoughts, about not trusting themselves or not trusting, for example, what they will do. Like, what if for example, when you have a thought of what if you're driving the car, what if I just turn my wheel to the side and crash the car? What if I jump off a cliff? What if I harm someone? What if I commit suicide? What if there's so many different intrusive thoughts that you can have when it comes to not trusting yourself, your own sense of agency. Very often this has to do with when you struggle with anxiety, you sometimes feel so out of control with where your emotions can go, with where your thoughts can go, that you kind of get scared of not feeling in control of your own thinking and feeling in control of your own emotional state or psychological state. And so the fear of not having control over your mind, over your emotions, results in your brain thinking about all kinds of ways in which that could be catastrophized, and that very often leads to intrusive thoughts or intrusive thinking. So if this is something that you struggle with, this video is exactly for you. And I want to give you a very, very, very short but very simple way in which you can be reassured that you do not have to be scared of your intrusive thoughts. In order to get rid of your intrusive thoughts, you basically have to stop seeing them as a danger, stop seeing them as something to be scared of or something to avoid, because the whole thing about intrusive thoughts is that they are thoughts you don't want to have. And because you don't want to have them, you're giving a task to your brain to constantly be on the lookout for them. It's like if you are scared of cats and you do not want to encounter a cat, then when you're walking down the street, your brain is constantly going to be searching for cats. And because you're searching for your own thoughts, in the pure definition of when you focus on something in your mind, it becomes a thought. And so you create your intrusive thoughts by not wanting to have your intrusive thoughts. And that's the cycle that you're stuck in when you're in the cycle of intrusive thinking. And very often we're stuck in that cycle because we think or we feel that because we are having these thoughts, it means that we actually want to do what the thought is telling us that we want to do. For example, you're driving the car on the highway and you have an intrusive thought of, what if I just pull my steering wheel to the side? The reason why that thought scares you, because then you visualize it and therefore you interpret it in some way as, oh my God, I actually want to do that, or what if I actually will do that? And so there's a simple tip that I want to give you guys today that hopefully will give you the confidence to never, ever, ever have to take your intrusive thoughts seriously ever again anymore, is to understand the difference between I want to do this thinking and what if I want to do this thinking. I want to do this thinking is you're driving down the highway and you have a desire, a craving, a will to actually steer your wheel to the side. What correlates with that is when you have the desire to do something, when you want to do something, you will feel peace with the idea of doing it. You will feel your heart relax. You will feel your heart expand. You will feel what it feels like to desire something, which is your heart open towards the thing that you are thinking about. The second way of thinking is the what if type of thinking. What if I want to drive my car off this cliff? Is what if is I don't want to do it, which you notice by your heart withdrawing from the thought. So when you actually want to do something, if you actually in your body, in your core, have the desire to do something, then the thought does not scare you. Then the thought invokes desire, it invokes curiosity, it evokes peace, because when you want something and you picture it, if I want spaghetti bolognese right now and I picture it, I get this comfort feeling. But if I really, really, really don't want to eat dirt off the ground and I picture the dirt off the ground and myself eating it, I will have a rejection reaction. So one thing you can trust is that your body acts on desire, not on thought. Your body acts on what it wants to do, not on what you picture visually in your mind. It reacts emotionally, but it does not react in behavior, because you will never do something that you actually don't want to do unless you're forced to do it. But then even when you're forced to do it, you still are choosing to do it. And so when you have what if thoughts about what if I want to do this, you by definition do not have to be scared of it, because your body's creating a reaction of rejection towards that idea. You're withdrawing away from it. You don't want to do it, which is a sign that you won't do it. And the fact that you are retracting away from it is also the reason why it's an intrusive thought. So by this logic of thinking, when you have an intrusive thought, you by definition know that you don't have to be scared of it, because the thought only is intrusive if you don't want to think about it, if you don't want to be confronted with that fact. So next time you have an intrusive thought about what if I harm myself, what if I harm someone else, what if I do this random thing, and the thought actually scares you, think about, how does my heart respond to this thought when I have it? Is my heart like, this sounds tempting, it's opening up, it's wanting to relate to that desire, it's relaxing into it? Then you're actually wanting to do it. But if you're wanting to do it, it won't feel scary, because then you just want to do it and you don't actually feel scared of wanting to do it. Of course, sometimes you can have that desire and have a part of your mind thinking, oh my God, this is not good. And if that is ever the case, please, please, please seek out for help. But then it's not an intrusive thought. Then it's an actual desire that you have. And of course, if that's something you have, like I said, please seek out help, contact someone. But if you feel that rejection response in your heart, that fear response, the fact that you don't want to think about this stuff, you do not have to worry, because that is literal proof that it is not coming from you, yourself, your desires, but just coming from you having given your brain the task. Please don't think about this. Please don't think about this thought, because I'm scared of this type of thought, because I don't want to do it. And then your brain's like, okay, got it. We're going to be on the lookout for this thought. And it's constantly thinking about it. And you think, oh my God, I'm actually at risk of doing it. So I hope this video helps you to find peace with your intrusive thoughts, to realize that yes, they are very, very annoying. I have them. Everyone has them. But they are nothing to be scared of. And try and just find them annoying and go, oh, all right. That's an intrusive thought. I don't want to do this because it's intrusive, and that points to me not wanting to do it. And just move on. Focus on something else. You don't have to figure your intrusive thoughts out. You just have to treat them like an annoying fly in your head. And you just go, oh, all right, leave me alone. And I promise you don't have to worry. So hopefully this video helped you. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video next week. Mwah! Bye!